Yo, dude, dude, somebody's out there. Somebody's out there. There's two out. Those things are freaking huge. Hey, hold on.
Oh!
Hello?
Dan, the creator behind the YouTube channel Exploring with Fighters, takes viewers on immersive journeys through abandoned locations and deep into the heart of haunted forests. With his unique storytelling style and dedication to capturing the unknown, he keeps his audience captivated. But on November 15th, 2022, he and his friend Flex would come to realize just how dangerous and unnerving these adventures could get, long before they even set up camp. On a night of a full moon, the creator and Flex were on their way to Epping Forest for another camping video. However, the journey quickly took an unexpected turn as the creator realized he had made a critical mistake.
We've just driven 3 hours south, only to then realize that I used this car to do a tip run only a few days ago. I never ever take my equipment out of the car, but I emptied the car and put my ground sheet on the bottom and did a big tip run. The skip, the tip, the trash, got rid of it all, and I didn't put the stuff back in the car. I have everything in the car because I went to Home Bargains and got loads of wood, put my bag in the car, put all my paranormal equipment in the car. The ground sheet's still in the car from when we did the tip run, but I just don't have the tents and the sleeping bags.
After a recent trip to the tip, he had forgotten to put essential camping gear, the tents and sleeping bags, back into the car. What started as an exciting return to a haunted location quickly devolved into a frantic search for replacement gear, leading them to an Argos store where they could only find a 6-man tent and some comforter for bedding. Despite the setback, they pressed on. Their path ended at the foot of Hangman's Hill, where a silent church stood beneath the moon.
Oh, that's better.
Look at that. That's creepy.
Well, if we go around the back of the church and camp in the forest there,
Yeah.
we can have a fire because we're not on the graveyard. We're in the forest.
Is that noise?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That wasn't a normal fox noise.
Could have been out.
It could have been, but that doesn't sound like a normal fox.
Right, come on, let's grab our stuff and set camp. It's getting cold already, so let's.
Walk right through the graveyard.
Yeah, if we walk through the graveyard, we'll go right to the back. Right, so we've got the tent set up. What we're going to do is I set 2 little fires. So this one is going to be our main warm fire. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's going to be our main warm fire. This one is actually going to be our cooking fire. So I'm going to let that die out, and I'll put what?
You've got 2 fires?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm explaining. That one is going to be the cooking fire. So when that's died out and it's just embers, we'll put the pans on that, and this is going to be our warm fire. So doing it a little bit different this time.
The church, dimly lit by fairy lights and surrounded by ancient gravestones, exuded an ominous aura as darkness fell, making the prospect of camping nearby even more eerie. As they continued deeper into the forest, a strange, unidentifiable sound echoed through the trees, prompting them to question if it was just a fox or something far more unsettling. Having found a secluded spot, they began setting up their camp, which included the unexpectedly massive 6-man tent and 2 separate fires. Despite the eerie surroundings and the initial mistakes, they settled in for the night, preparing to cook their steak dinner they would never finish.
Okay, so it's not that sanitary because of the situation, but I did manage to find some salt. Alright, well, let's go the old-fashioned way then. Now this is where we realise there's a beast in the woods and it smells the steak and comes after us. It is pretty damn good. Do you like the broccoli?
We'll try some now, actually. I've never actually tried it.
It makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work that went into it. Oh! Oh, yeah. Shh. Can you hear that walking around? What's that?
Just as they finally began to savor the hard-earned steak, a hollow, ominous thump echoed from the darkness of the woods, and then something solid struck the side of their tent. The strange feeling of the forest sharpened instantly into a sense of being watched, and despite the larger tent, they felt more exposed than ever. In the heavy silence that followed, they froze, eyes locked in a silent exchange of alarm.
If you hear anything, tell us, because I'm not going to do anything with ASMR. Anything? The CCTV camera, mate. So I've got a CCTV camera up there. It might go in on there. I put it up there because last time we got a fox on camera walking around the tents. So I wanted to see if we capture any animals walking around. But whatever that was, it smashed the side of the tent. Yeah. But it could have. Did you hear footsteps? At first I thought, hold on, it could be like a branch falling off the tree, right? But the way it smacked the side of the tent, but then the footsteps, but then it could have been an animal. I'll have to check that CCTV footage.
The sound merged with heavy, deliberate footsteps so immense and unnatural that they couldn't tell whether it was an animal or something else entirely. However, each thud layered a deeper chill over the already tense night. Desperate for answers, they scanned the darkness outside the tent but found nothing. No movement, no shape, no sign of animal or human. With dread tightening its grip, they turned to the surveillance feed. What the camera had captured didn't bring clarity, but only deepened the terror, turning the unknown into something far more unsettling.
So when something's triggered on the camera, it takes about 2 or 3 second delay. So I didn't actually catch whatever was thrown at the tent. But check this out. I did see this. In the bottom right corner, something comes into the frame. There's definitely someone there. And it looks like they just take a look what was going on. And as Flex pops his head out to take a look, they dart off into the darkness. Now this is quite a scary thought.
The creator had set up a CCTV camera, hoping to catch animals, but the impact and subsequent footsteps suggested something more. The camera, with its slight delay, captured a figure entering the frame, observing the tent, and then darting into the darkness as Flex poked his head out. This chilling discovery left them with the terrifying realization that they were not alone. Feeling trapped and exposed, they made the only sensible choice to pack and retreat before the full moon night offered a confrontation they could not survive. Although they left the location immediately, one unsettling question remained. Who had caused that sound? Has someone been silently watching their every move? And if so, what were their true intentions? It may merely be a ploy to scare them away, or there might be a more sinister purpose at play, one that could have ended far worse. Their sharp instincts and fast getaway ensured they remained safe. However, one thing's for sure, they won't be returning anytime soon. Meet Daniel, the host behind the YouTube channel Cursed Urban. Through his videos, he takes viewers on immersive journeys to haunted and mysterious locations, often delving into paranormal and cryptid phenomena. From abandoned sites to eerie forests, his explorations reveal the unsettling realities of the unknown. With his unique storytelling style, Daniel keeps his audience captivated. However, on the night of July 9th, 2025, he would come to understand just how unpredictable and unsettling these adventures could truly become. On a warm, humid summer evening, Dan embarked on another camping trip to the outskirts of Skinwalker Forest, a place in Illinois known for its confirmed skinwalker activity.
Alright guys, as I said, I am camping on the outskirts of the Skinwalker Forest. I decided to forego an entire walking down the trails investigation today and wanted to come out here to where I usually camp, get this site a little bit set up kind of better, and just have a nice, relaxing, hopefully not too relaxing, night of camping. So tonight on the agenda is I'm going to get my camping stuff set up, dig myself out a fire pit, which I need to do quickly before I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. I forgot any spray, so the only thing that's going to keep them away is smoke. And yeah, we're going to chill out by the bonfire. We're going to, I don't know, roast some marshmallows. And most importantly, we're going to do some investigating here. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, you know, a more chill, maybe not, I don't know, chill video. That's what I have planned, but usually my plans never work out and something weird and or crazy happens. So
his initial plan was a chill night of camping, setting up a new, improved camp spot, complete with a dugout fire pit, a tent, and all the comforts needed for a night in the wilderness. He diligently cleared the area and prepared his camp, hoping for a relaxing evening. As darkness fell, he settled by his newly established bonfire, ready to begin his investigation.
if you're here with me, could you give me a sign? Maybe,
My name is Helen.
My name is Helen. Maybe move something if you want. Maybe move something in the fire, or if it's too hot, maybe move a tree branch or move a stick or something. Could you do that for me? Daughter. Did you guys just hear that? Dude, did you guys just hear that?
Hello, why are you here?
I just heard like a howl from over there, but it was too deep to be a coyote. That was not a coyote. It was way too deep to be a coyote. What was that?
He started with his spirit talker device, hoping to communicate with any entities present. What followed was a series of unsettling responses, including a voice calling out names and places, but the atmosphere quickly took a darker turn. A deep, non-coyote howl pierced the night, making Daniel wonder if Todd's previous dogman sighting on the property was more than just a story. Moments later, he decided to turn in, hoping to get some rest before continuing his investigation later in the night. However, his rest was abruptly interrupted when he was jolted awake by the sound of footsteps outside his tent.
Hello.
Hey Todd, do you happen to be outside out by my tent right now?
No, man. I'm just sitting at home.
Alright, well I was just sleeping and somebody just walked up with a flashlight. I don't know where they are. They just walked up with a flashlight.
That's weird. Maybe it might be like a lost hideout.
got to those woods up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't hear them anymore.
Okay, good. Well, if they show up, just give me a call.
Yo, dude, dude, somebody's out there. Somebody's out there.
Oh shit. Okay, alright, just hang tight. I'm on my way.
Dude, they're doing something to the tent. Hey! Dude, yeah, get out. Dude, get out here. Go. Dude.
I'm on my way
All right.
right now.
All right. Thanks. Hey, who's out there? Yo, what the Oh, what is that? Oh, what the What is that smell, dude?
Panic set in as he called his friend Todd, who confirmed he was at home. Suddenly, the footsteps returned, accompanied by a strange spraying sound. Dan frantically realized someone was tampering with his tent. He yelled, trying to scare them off. But as he unzipped his tent, he was hit with the overwhelming, acrid smell of lighter fluid. Frightened and confused, he grabbed his torch and decided to look outside. That was when he saw something that shook him to his core.
Holy sh! Yo, you gotta be kidding me. Dude. Whoever this is. What the? Dude, they just sprayed my entire tent down with lighter fluid. And I'm covered in it now. Look at that. They literally sprayed the entire tent down with lighter fluid. And that... Dude, they were going to light it up. Yo, dude, they were going to light the tent on fire. And I, like, scared them away. Or I don't know.
Someone had doused his entire tent in it, and he even spotted a smoldering stick nearby. They were moments away from setting his tent ablaze. Todd arrived minutes later, but the perpetrator was gone, leaving behind only the pervasive smell of lighter fluid and the shocking realization of what could have happened. They filed a police report, but no one was found. Daniel escaped a potentially fatal situation, shaken but safe, and now more aware than ever of the dangers lurking in the dark, especially those from malicious human intent. Spirits might be unsettling, but at least they can't cause physical harm. People, on the other hand, are far more dangerous. You can never be sure of their motives or what they might do. Fortunately, Dan's quick thinking and the timely arrival of his friend ensured he remained safe. One thing's for sure, he won't be taking any more chill camping trips lightly, and security measures for his property will be drastically improved. This case comes from Owen, the creator behind the YouTube channel Exploring with Owen. Through his videos, he takes viewers on journeys to various locations, often documenting his solo adventures. With a genuine passion for exploration and a knack for capturing the unexpected, Owen keeps his audience captivated. However, one night on November 10th, 2024, his quest for a peaceful solo camping trip would turn into a harrowing ordeal, forcing him to confront fears he never knew he had. Owen decided to embark on a solo overnight camping trip in a remote forest. Before heading out, he meticulously packed his essentials: clothing, an air mattress, a lantern, a power bank, his tent, and blankets. He even made a quick stop at the store to gather supplies, unaware that his adventure would take a sinister turn almost immediately.
Alright guys, I just got dropped off with all my stuff, but I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest, because that actually scared me so bad. Into the woods we go. Alright. So this is going to be my home for the next 24 hours. I found this nice little flat area here, so I think it should be good for a tent setup. Alright, now that I have all my stuff here, it's time to start setting up. All right, and just like that, 5 minutes later, the tent is complete. Now I'm gonna put all my stuff in the tent so I can get away from the mosquitoes, and I'll show you guys what I brought.
As soon as he was dropped off, a giant crash echoed through the woods, sounding eerily like a falling tree. The unsettling noise sent a shiver down his spine, making him hope he wasn't alone in the vast, silent forest. Despite the strange start, Owen pressed on, found a suitable spot, and quickly set up his tent, ready to make it his home for the next 24 hours. Inside his tent, Owen meticulously arranged his gear, showcasing what he had bought. As he began inflating his air mattress, another unsettling sound broke the silence.
As you can see, I brought blankets, I brought a pillow. Over in this corner, we have some miscellaneous stuff like GoPro, camera bag, and the bag for the tent. And here, we've got my dinner. We've got spaghetti and meatballs, maple bacon, baked beans, and water. In this bag, I have all my stuff. I have my toothbrush. I have some extra clothing for later when it gets cold. And in this bag has the good stuff in it. I brought an entire air mattress, a pump for it. Up in here, this pocket, got a nice lamp for when it gets dark. Just turn it on, or if you want the yellow setting. In this pocket, we have some silverware for my dinner. We've got a knife just in case if a bear attacks me or something. And we have a can opener for my beans. Now guys, I'm probably gonna inflate my air mattress and set up my bed. I just heard a stick snap. I'm not even kidding. Hoping that's just the wind.
A distinct stick breaking nearby left him to wonder if it was merely the wind. The air mattress was nearly inflated, but the pump seemed to be running low on batteries, leaving it somewhat squishy. Just as he was about to settle in, a loud, sharp crack pierced the air again.
Alright guys, the air mattress just got done inflating, but I think the pump is low on batteries because as you can see, it's really squishy still. But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera. I hope it did. Bro, I don't want this to be a scary video. It's just supposed to be solo camping. But anyways, what I was gonna say is that once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's just fine. But I'd like to mention, this is literally my first time tenting in the woods, and I'm also alone. The only time I've ever been tenting is like outside of my house, and it's been with friends. So this is really new to me, and I'm kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I really hope I didn't come underprepared.
It sounded unmistakably like a gunshot, sending a jolt of fear through him. This was his first time tenting alone in the woods, a stark contrast to camping with friends just outside his house. Later that night, after finishing his dinner, and as a sense of peace finally crept in, he decided to get some sleep. However, that peace proved to be short-lived.
Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up, it was so loud. They went away though. I don't know, I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. It is so dark out. Look at this, guys. I can't even see a thing on camera. It's so dark. Let me see if my phone flashlight's better. I think it's a little better. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely better.
He was abruptly awakened at 2 a.m., his heart pounding from the distinct sound of footsteps outside his tent, loud enough to rouse him from sleep. The footsteps faded, leaving an eerie silence, but Owen, despite his fear, felt an urge to investigate. Armed with only his phone's flashlight, he cautiously stepped into the pitch-black forest, hoping to uncover the source of the sound.
They sounded like it was right here. My tent is right there. Guys, look at this. There's something floating right here. Look at that. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa, there's a moth attacking me. It's attacking my light. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, guys, what is this? There's some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. It's so creepy over here, over this way. I'm gonna just walk around for a minute though, I guess. I don't know, man. This is really scary alone. Alright, since I figured out there's nothing out here, I'm just gonna go back in. Alright, well, now that I know that there's nothing out there, I'm gonna try to go back to bed. First though, I'm gonna reinflate my air mattress, because this thing is like dead flat. I'm literally sitting on the ground right now. But I'll pick up the camera if anything else happens, but we'll see you guys tomorrow if not.
He scoured the area, shining his light toward where the footsteps had seemed to originate, near his tent, a strange marking on a tree, adding another layer of creepiness to the already unsettling atmosphere. Reassured by the seeming emptiness of the woods, Owen returned to his tent, hoping to get some more sleep. However, he was jolted awake once more, and the moment he looked outside, his eyes met something that shook him to his core.
Hello? I'm not sleeping here. I am not sleeping here. I'm shaking so bad. I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here. I legit forgot I was recording that. I'm shaking so bad. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Am I still recording? Okay, I am. I literally heard footsteps come from that way and go all the way around my tent. I said hello and no response. That was really weird. It sounded like a human, so I am getting out of here. Making sure I'm not leaving anything valuable. I'm gonna put the camera away because I'm gonna bike out of here very fast.
The footage cuts to a terrifying scene. Owen, visibly distressed and shaking, begins frantically packing his belongings, his hands trembling as he hears distinct footsteps in something that the camera couldn't capture, originating from one direction, circling his tent. The chilling realization made his decision clear. He was getting out. Owen quickly put his camera away, packed valuables, mounted his bike, and fled the forest as fast as possible, leaving his camp still set up. When situations like this are reviewed through the lens of missing person cases, the outcome becomes far more disturbing. In remote environments, incidents rarely unfold all at once. They escalate quietly, movement, proximity, pressure, until the person involved is forced to make a decision. Many disappearances begin exactly like this: unexplained sounds, a sense of being watched, and an abandoned campsite left behind with no clear signs of struggle. In forests like these, people don't always leave evidence. No witnesses, no surveillance, sometimes not even a trace. Entire individuals have vanished under similar circumstances, their whereabouts never discovered, their final moments reduced to unanswered questions. If Owen had stayed longer, if he had waited for daylight or tried to find explanations, this night could have ended very differently for him. Some places don't offer closure, and when you're alone in the wilderness, the safest decision is often to leave before curiosity turns into a tragedy. Because once someone disappears out here, the forest doesn't give answers, it keeps them. Meet Bear, the passionate adventurer behind the YouTube channel Exploring with Bear. Through his captivating videos, Bear takes his viewers on immersive journeys into the heart of the wild, often seeking out the unexplained and the paranormal. From remote forests to forgotten trails, his explorations reveal the raw, untamed beauty of nature, often intertwined with chilling mysteries. But one particular night, he and his companion Dee would come to understand just how profoundly unsettling these adventures could become. The night began with an unsettling calmness as Bear and Dee prepared for another exploration, hoping for a peaceful evening in the woods. However, their tranquility was shattered almost immediately by a series of aggressive sounds that echoed through the dense forest.
Hey, wait, that was 2 huge bangs.
Yeah, they came from the same way. Stay right there.
Wait.
I didn't grab any of my damn lights either.
No, I wasn't even ready to film yet.
I don't have my bag or nothing. I mean, I want to go down there before. That's where the sticks were breaking, right by where we were at. That's where we went down earlier today and checked out. One time I pulled up here and all it was doing boom, 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 boom. I was like, I don't want to go down. Did you hear that? I was talking. It was a tree break. A whole tree.
Hold on. I just heard something moving.
My God, man, I'm not ready, dude. You were so off guard and just trying to relax for a minute.
Man, my belly's really full at the moment. Isn't there a rule like for swimming? Like we should wait 30 minutes before cryptid hunting after you're done eating?
This trail leads to that pavilion where we go to get to that trail where we've been before, where we stayed last night. This trail, that yellow is the whole perimeter trail. Leads all the way around the place.
This place is massive,
too. It would take you a week if you just kept going. But down there, that leads straight to that pavilion. Alright, you want to walk side by side? And I don't want my butt on camera. Not that I have one, but
you ain't scared, are you?
Doing that, but
are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. You're scared.
Maybe a little bit.
It's so freaking loud, dude.
I know. I'm wondering. It sounded like a tree was just snapped in half.
Dude, what's that smell? Smell it.
What started as mere curiosity quickly escalated into palpable fear as something large broke branches and moved aggressively towards them. The sheer volume of these disturbances was enough to send chills down their spines, leaving them profoundly unprepared. Adding to the unsettling atmosphere, they stumbled upon the mysterious sounds escalated to something far more spectral.
There you go.
Maybe right there.
I don't know, man. I just caught...
Oh, hey.
I just caught smoke.
Look.
It's right there. It's inside the tree.
Man, that is so close.
I just saw a freaking breath, and it wasn't you or me.
That's big. That's like bear big.
We ain't got no bears, man. Oh!
No, heck no, man. They ain't no deer doing that. Hey, what's behind us? That's the way we gotta go, isn't it?
Man, that's way out.
Should I do got my gun on me at least.
Don't take your gun out and shoot nothing.
No, I'm not gonna shoot. I was just checking because I wasn't ready for nothing.
I just got a huge orb on my damn phone, dude. I don't know how.
That's like all we got. We got a gun and 2 dead flashlights. Goodness gracious.
I heard that thing, man. I heard. There's one over here and somewhere.
Man, we wasn't ready for this. We're not even close to being ready for this.
I'm never ready when they show up. I always say that. I'm not ready.
Wait.
There's this one over here. What's going on behind us? Are they trying to keep us from seeing something back there?
Holy smokes, man.
Dude, the whole tree. Oh, dude, you see I caught it.
I don't know, but I just may have pooed just a bit.
Oh, my heart's in my chest.
Hey.
What? Oh.
Why couldn't that be coming from the other direction? We have to go. What happens if we go this way? Can we get back to our spot?
I think that it's trying to keep us from going that way. No.
Well,
Unless you got a boat.
It's making me not want to go that way.
I'll be right.
The encounter reached a terrifying peak when a deep, heavy breath, far too large to be human, came from the shadows, followed by a sudden, loud bang that echoed through the woods. In that moment, the danger felt real and immediate. The possibility that something massive was nearby sent their adrenaline surging. As they tried to regroup, panic set in when they realized their path back to safety might be cut off. Their flashlights began to fail, plunging parts of the forest into darkness. While they struggled to navigate, unseen movement surrounded them. Footsteps, shifting branches, something circling just beyond the reach of their light. Whatever was out there wasn't retreating. It was moving with them, turning the forest into a maze and pushing the encounter to a breaking point.
Hold on.
Something did that. I'll have to look back, but I think I got it on camera.
That's been twisted.
Like this is all. Look, there's the original. Look, hello, hi. Hi.
What, over here?
Yeah. Hello.
That's been ripped down.
Yeah. We were just about to walk through here.
We was just here.
Yeah.
We didn't go past this, did we?
Because that stopped us.
Could that be like, say, all the noises stopped us from going? I wonder if this was put up like, don't
I don't know.
pass it. But yet, we can still...
They've blocked me in before, so if they didn't want us, they would truly do it. They'd truly block us in.
Once they returned to safety, they noticed branches violently twisted, torn up, and pulled down, something that hadn't been there before. The scene suggested not only a powerful presence, but also a recent, deliberate alteration of the environment, heightening their unease about what might be protected within. The sheer size of the thuds and movements suggested something enormous, leaving them in a state of terrified adrenaline.
Huh? What?
I want you to look through. Look through my camera. Right there, it's got a head and everything. I don't know what that is. It's not a
take your
log.
flashlight away from your phone there.
Like it's hold on. It's right there. It's
wait, what
it's
is
in
that?
the middle, dude. It's right in the middle. It's ducked down, and if you move, look, it's got a head and everything. And back, it's like its back and its head is looking right at us. And it's got some eye shine, but it's weird, dude. I don't know what that is. But it's got its head turned, looking at us. I'm trying to catch the eye shine. Right there, got eye shine on it, dude. It's creepy looking. No, I'm just kidding. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Hi. I don't want to say anything.
You creepy, beautiful thing, you.
I don't want
Creepily beautiful.
to. You're beautiful.
Sounds like wrote a song about it. Want to hear, here, go.
Ooh, that smells like a porta potty.
Do you keep pooing yourself? Are you that scared?
No, I ain't
Is it
scared
you
of
keep... Are you letting them go?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't know.
Through the camera, they caught a chilling glimpse of something unmistakable, a defined head and broad back, partially illuminated with eyes reflecting the light as it stared back from the darkness. It wasn't a fleeting shadow or a trick of the lens. This was a direct, undeniable observation. In that moment, their worst fears were confirmed. Something intelligent was watching them, aware of their presence. The steady, unblinking gaze sent a wave of dread through them, leaving both shaken as the realization set in that they were no longer alone in the woods.
Out here in Ohio, I don't know which. I've been to 5, so there's a bunch out here. But he's in his tent, and all of a sudden, in the corner, he sees a blue and red flash, and he's freaked.
That was a big
freaking-
crack, man.
Yeah, dude, he's big.
That's what I'm
sorry,
saying.
cut that out. I need to stop cussing. I get excited, and I can't help
That's what
myself.
I'm saying. Whatever that thing is huge, man.
But,
Oh. That something did just throw something.
it just, huh?
Right, no. Some just threw something. Right over there.
There's 2 now.
It's throwing stuff at us.
Oh.
I might have captured like something. I might have got it.
Woo.
I seen it with my eyes. What does that mean? Does that mean, We're in
being
danger?
hostile. This is their breeding season, and if they're trying to breed with freaking
Look. Dang it, man. We don't got nowhere to go. There's a lake behind us. I got to get over this thing. Ah, son of a...
Go around. Easy.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Come on.
Look at you.
Look, I'm telling you,
Dude,
man.
there's two
Go.
of them.
Go.
Okay, wait a
Go
minute.
somewhere. It just threw something a minute ago. I mean, just...
Well, I think that's more towards... That's why they're getting angry.
Is there any...
They're scaring us the wrong way, and they're not meaning to.
We ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, we do. We can get back out. We just go back up the trail. Look at all this real quick. Look! All the weedies. See that? That's a big one. I love structures. I'm sorry. I'm more obsessed with structures. These guys do.
Man, you're crazy. Hold up, man. What are you doing?
What? Didn't you want to go?
You didn't see that thing just fly through there, did you?
No.
I seen it.
What was it?
I don't know, but it's throwing. It's like throwing.
I saw it throw something the first time.
It's throwing big stuff at us. Like that would hurt you.
The presence continued to follow them, its immense size revealed through powerful, aggressive cracks in the surrounding woods. It began hurling objects, not just small sticks, but large items, with alarming accuracy, creating a very real and immediate threat, especially as they found themselves near a lake, feeling trapped and cornered.
You was telling me that like 2 months ago, that this time...
That's why I think they have it blocked and they call it salamander.
My heart's racing, man. It sounded like it just came from in there now.
Right? I think we got more. I think he's got more coming now. I cut mine for a minute.
Man, I was planning on sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
They're gonna pick you up in that tent and drag you off.
Oh, man.
Just throw it over their shoulder like Santa Claus. All right.
It might end up being truck camping. What?
What's that?
Something just moving over there.
Dude.
Wait a minute.
Dude, there's eyes.
Wait a minute.
Dude.
Oh, my camera's not getting that.
I got it. Oh my god, dude. Dude.
What is that?
I don't know. There's a dude.
I can't zoom. My camera's so stinking wet. There's 2 of them.
Dude.
There's 2. Those things are freaking huge. Hey, hold on. Man, that ain't normal eyes. Normal eyes. That ain't normal. Whoa. No.
No, I'm done.
Man, I can't see nothing.
I've got those eyes on before, dude. I'm done. The hooves.
Ow.
The hooves. I'm done.
Hold on. How far away?
I don't want us in here.
How far away are we from the truck?
I don't know, like 3 minutes. We see walk.
Hey, those things. Did you see how far apart they were?
Yes, I know. It's fucking huge. I got sorry. He didn't even stand up fully erect, dude.
I can't even walk right now. Goodness gracious.
Stood up like that. I don't.
Hey.
I'm not losing it. I'm not doing it.
As they struggled to escape the increasingly hostile area, a deep, guttural walk charge echoed from the trail behind them, an aggressive sound that sent them scrambling in terror. Moments later, they glimpsed a massive figure looming in the darkness, its white, orb-like eyes fixed on them. Its movements were so heavy that it seemed to crush everything in its path. Confronted with the terrifying sight, they decided to retreat immediately, racing back toward the safety of their campsite.
Dude.
Oh, I'm going off the trail, man.
Do you remember all that stuff?
What is that?
I don't remember all that stuff being in the trail. Do you?
No.
We didn't get stuck on a different path, did we? What has happened?
I don't know.
Ripping stuff up?
Did we hit a different trail?
Look at that.
Where's our tracks at?
It's been pushed since we came through here. Look at that. It's been cut and then whatever just pushed it, I guess. I don't know, dude. It looks weird. I don't remember all this. The stick in the ground. I don't know. Maybe I'm...
Look, there's that tripod.
What tripod? Oh, you're right. So we did walk. Why am I losing my memory?
There was stuff there. I don't know if that was there. This
doesn't
might
look right.
Because I think I would have wanted to pick it up and knock with it.
If it wasn't for that cut, I would have wigged out more. But then I saw the cut and I stopped. But it's been pushed after it got cut. Don't leave. I thought you were going to throw it. Sorry. I'm on edge.
Oh, that was a deep one.
I'm so on edge right now, dude. I don't like
I don't even know why I did that. It just looked like a knocker. I should.
The dogs are going this way.
What?
Dude, this wasn't here when we walked through. I would have seen that and totally grabbed
That was
it
an
up.
antler.
Dude, look at that. It's beautiful. You think a
No,
deer
that
came
was-
through
that-
and knocked it off?
It's not. Is it that season? I don't think
know.
it's.
I don't know how that works.
I'm not exactly
They
sure
don't just
either.
fall off?
They do, but there's a certain time I thought.
Dude, that was just in the middle.
But that wasn't there when we came through for
Because
sure.
I would have definitely been like excited.
That was right in the middle of the trail.
I don't know. I'm excited, but I don't know what to believe here. I want to keep
Hey, is that where the cat ball was?
It's up there, right there.
So maybe they left the.
What was that? Maybe it was a baby making a noise.
What in the world is that?
They don't sound like the other tree frogs. Did you gift this to me?
No, that wasn't. That was different.
It's very pretty, thank you.
Adding to the terror, the trail itself appeared altered. Branches that had been there before were pushed aside, and their own tracks were gone, suggesting deliberate manipulation of their path. Near the end of the ordeal, they made a deeply unsettling discovery: a large antler, previously unseen, lying conspicuously in the middle of the trail.
You think?
Either they don't like you, because they usually just take off, but that was towards us. That was bluff charged right at us. And they don't do that. They usually, like, if they're just beside me and I wait too long, they'll dart off in the other direction.
You know what's even crazier? As we were parked right at the end of this path.
Yeah?
We're parked right here. This
I got my squaggin pointing
Like-
right at it.
is where we'll be sleeping.
That's what I do. I always point my squaggin in right at the trail so they can get as close as they can. You'll be alright.
I was just eating a snack before I went to sleep, and something just hit my truck.
Even after retreating to the truck, the ordeal wasn't over. Abandoning their plan to sleep in a tent, Bear settled inside the vehicle, believing they had finally reached safety. That sense of relief was shattered when the truck was suddenly struck with force. When Bear looked outside, there was nothing. No movement, no figure, no explanation, just silence. That final aggressive act left them deeply shaken, a chilling reminder that even the truck offered little protection from whatever was lurking nearby. Without further wait, they left the area immediately. This encounter stands as a stark warning that some places hold secrets meant to remain undisturbed. The glowing eyes, the heavy movements in the darkness, the calculated way the presence made itself known, all suggested an intelligent, powerful entity watching them, stalking them, and asserting dominance. Whatever it wasn't random. It was territorial, deliberate, and aware. Bear and Dee escaped unharmed, but the experience left a lasting impact. Their footage offers a terrifying glimpse into the unknown, forcing us to question what truly exists beyond the safety of light and civilization. Sometimes it's wiser to leave mysteries unsolved, because pushing too far into the unknown can lead not just to answers, but to consequences far more dangerous than we're prepared to face. On the night of June 1st, 2025, John, the creator behind the YouTube channel Sort of Interesting, set out for what should have been a routine solo wild camp. His channel is dedicated to documenting his outdoor adventures, survival experiments, and candid reflections on life and nature. John, being an experienced enthusiast with nearly 2 decades under his belt, he was seeking only the familiar quiet of the woods. However, what began as a simple night of filming quickly spiraled into a desperate game of hide-and-seek that tested his nerves and forced him to abandon his camp. His plan was straightforward: capture some atmospheric footage in a local woodland, set up camp, and enjoy a night under the stars. But the first sign of trouble came not from the woods themselves, but from a passing car on a remote country lane.
I was just shining the torch round on full beam, showing like the woods to the camera. Some car somewhere on a road up there stopped and I swear a torch shone into the trees, obviously from well above my head, but it's just spooked me a bit. Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody has got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. I know. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down. They are literally... Can you see this on the ground? They're literally looking straight at me.
As the creator shone his torch to film, the car stopped. A door opened and a powerful flashlight beam began scanning the trees, moving methodically through the darkness. John switched off his light and dropped to the ground, his camera capturing his panicked whispers. The unknown person on the road was now actively searching the woods. For terrifying minutes, the beam swept back and forth, at times seeming to illuminate the ground just feet from where he hid on his hands and knees, utterly exposed in the silence. When the searcher finally left, he was faced with the grim reality of the area.
The real questions are, who was it and why were they so interested? And unfortunately, there's two options that are probably just as likely as each other. So firstly, at this particular time, there was a lot of trouble going on in this area and in some of the local villages. And that's not a particularly uncommon thing, and the police have actually just said they're launching a named operation in one of the very local villages to this area because of the amount of trouble that's going on. So it could have been somebody passing by who was concerned about the amount of trouble afoot and wondering if somebody out in the woods at night flashing these lights around were up to mischief themselves, and so came in to see what I was doing. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to have to run back home to safety as fast as I can and get out of here and pretend none of this ever happened. And as I say, it ended up being about 16 miles or something as a round trip that I'd wasted all of that time, wasted all of that effort and energy. And completely honestly here, I was embarrassed to go back and say to my girlfriend, oh yeah, it was too scary. There was all sorts of stuff going on out in the darkness, and so I thought I'm going to come home.
This area was known for significant local trouble, with police launching targeted operations. The person with the flashlight could have been a concerned local investigating a suspicious light, or someone involved in the crime themselves, looking for an easy target. Either possibility meant it was no longer safe to stay, so he abandoned his planned campsite, gathered his gear, and aborted the entire trip. This story is a stark reminder that in the wilderness, the greatest threats aren't always supernatural. Sometimes they are all too human. It underscores that survival isn't just about skill, but about the wisdom to recognize danger and the courage to retreat, even when it means confronting embarrassment and fear.